You're back with another recap. This is Recap with J.DAREL. The Have and the Have Not, Season 3, Episode 5, The Press Conference. All I got to say is, Veronica. You know what? Better yet, Veronica. Like, Veronica, Veronica, Veronica. Girl, I don't know. I don't even know what to even say about this episode because you gave everybody like all the shade you were throwing, all the side eyes. I mean, she was giving you eyes and body for the whole episode. She wouldn't let nothing get by at all. But let's get into this episode. The continuation from last episode when Hannah walks in to wake up Amanda, and of course we find out that Amanda has shot herself. Amanda is dead. So Hannah walks in. She has blood everywhere. She's blood all on the wall, blood all on her maid outfit. So she comes downstairs immediately with and Celine's on the phone. She's trying to get Celine off the phone, and Celine just gives you bitch attitude all the way. And she's like, "Don't you see I'm on the phone?" And Hannah's like, "I have to call 911." And Celine turns around and she's like, "Oh my God, did you cut this out? What is going on? What is going on?" And she's like, "Hannah been shot and stuff." So everybody walks going upstairs to go see what's going on. What is his name? Celine is all on the floor. She's crying. Hannah is crying. Um, her brother Wyatt is all on the floor. Like, why, Amanda? Why? Why is this? I'm like, oh, this is too much for me. All this is just too much. But I told y'all in my last review, and I told y'all when we was gonna find out who got shot. I already knew that it was Amanda because if you pay attention to the details, you would know that after she was playing any meeny miny mo with her crazy self, putting guns to people's heads while they was asleep. When the episode getting ready to zoom out of the room, it has her with the gun to her head, and she's like any meeny miny, and the camera zooms off, and all you get the picture of the house, and you hear a big gunshot. Obviously, I don't know where she shot herself because she was able to get from the beginning of her door with blood pool all the way to her dresser and then lay down peacefully. So she must have not died immediately, and it must not have been a good effect. But she laid there for a whole doggone day or some couple of hours, so everything could have kicked in. Maybe she could have got some help. Maybe they could have had their daughter again. But Catherine was knocked out because she takes sleeping pills. And remember, she had cancer, so I'm pretty sure she had a couple of pains. Wyatt out, he heard something, but he didn't. Nobody thought to go check. So, but of course nobody's gonna go check on Amanda anyway because she was she was Operation Who Got Shot. So of course we're gonna find out maybe 3, 4, 5 episodes later. So nobody's gonna check on her immediately. But I know somebody heard those doggone gunshots. But stop opera. We have to keep the views watching. So there. Jim Quire still has not shown up to the press conference, which is at his campaign headquarters. Everybody's like, where is Jim Quire? He's late. He's 15 minutes late. We're ready to start. Nobody's here. And they're like, it's gonna be late. Better because you already know Jim Quire is actually still getting dressed back in the hood with War and Candace. They're basically the reason why he's still there because they're waiting for the bank to wire the $7.4 million in his account to Candace. Once she gets the confirmation email, he can go. She got what she wanted. So they're talking. She turns around to check for the confirmation to see if she got it yet. He turns around and gets one of the hard metal and tries to hit her. But of course, Candace is good. She already knows. She's like, don't even try it. Put it down. I'm like, dumbass. Like how? This is your second attempt to try to kill her and get away, and both efforts fail. Like what? I'm not understanding what's going. Jim Carr, uh, get it together. But anyway, she gets the confirmation email. She lets him go, gives him a bus pass, and lets him go. He's like, so you're not gonna give me a ride? Nope. Get his bus card, get out of here, catch the bus, and go where we need to go. Ward comes in, he's like, so Ken, she did it, right? Yep. This is about how much we get. Said we got $400,000. I'm like, Okay, now you devious. $400,000, and you got $7.4 million, and you say you're gonna give him $100,000 of that 400, and you keep devious, and then that sneaky look. So I want to know what's going to happen when he finds out later on in an episode or later on in the season, if he's going to find out that she actually lied about the whole $7 million. I wonder if that's going to be operation, because her baby daddy's already looking to kill her, and then once you mess up with your friends in the hood, they have no more respect for you. So I'm trying to figure out if that's going to be another facet for Candace to be killed, or something bad to happen to Candace. I don't know what Tyler Perry's got up his sleeve for this season. So we still got, I think it's what, 25. He signed on for 25 episodes. So we still at episode 5, so we still got a long way to go. They let Jim out. Jim gets to the bus stop, and I mean, when he walks out, it's like a little surreal hood thing. Everybody looking like, where the hell he come from? He white. Why is he in our neighborhood? What's going on? They just mean mugging the hell out of him. So he escapes out, walks down the street to the bus stop, and this dude, like, I don't know, extra. He was just extraterrestrial, extra hard. Just staring Jim down hard, like, um, is life that serious? Do you need to stare him down that hard? Like, what's going on? Like, that was a little bit extra and a little bit scary and kind of suspect to me. I don't know, because I don't care if somebody looks suspect to me. I'm not gonna just stare him down, just look at him like that. Like, I keep my guard up, but I won't be just staring at him. And of course, you can tell that Jim is uncomfortable because that's not his cup of tea. So he's very uncomfortable. He's like looking at his watch and forgot he ain't got no watch, because I, I'm trying to figure out, did they go buy him a suit? Because when he escaped, when they kidnapped him, all he had on was his pajamas and his robe. Where did he get a suit from? Trying to figure out where they get a suit from. Like, I need to. Where they get the suit from. But anyway, you get this little scene where Beanie beating up with this truck driver dude, and it's explaining to him that one of the competition got locked up by the feds because they're doing illegal work with drugs and stuff like that. So they're trying to get up money to get that. So when they get ready to do the bidding, because they do bidding, and whoever wins get to tow their truck and get compensated for. So they're trying to figure out something. I don't know if Benny gonna do something. It's like, I don't know, because really this little particular segment does not go with none of what's going on right now. It does. We already found out that Amanda got shot, so it's not going with none of the segments. So I don't know if this little segment is going to have to be a remembrance thing where it's going to play out in the next scene, or it's going to play out in the long run, because I'm getting the vibe that Ben is probably going to sell some drugs to do something illegal that's going to put him back. Like, I'm trying to see, like, where is this going to go? Is he going to do something illegal to get to put in for the business? He do not have it like that. Then the bills. So I don't know if he's going to borrow money from Candace. I don't know if he's going to do something illegal like sell drugs, do a hit. I don't know, but I'm ready to see what this thing is going to go, because it's one of those things that kind of throw in and kind of like keep your mind up what's going on and what's going to pop up next. So I'm trying to see what's going to popper opera thingies. Like one of those things like, remember this scene, it's going to play out next season, or remember this scene because it's going to play out towards the end of the 25 episodes. So stay tuned and remember that, 'cause I'm trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what Calipari's mindset is going with this episode and this particular thing. But anyway, Beanie arrives back at the hotel. I guess Candace called him. So he arrives at the hotel. He all hard and comes in this expensive hotel that she had already spent laundering hundreds and hundreds of $1,000, dresses, purses, shoes, jackets, furs. I mean, like, Candace went on a shopping spree. You just got this money, and you don't. I mean, are you gonna go back to school? You gonna finish your law degree? Are you gonna move? What you gonna do? Because you can't just keep spending $7.4 million. But I really don't think Jim is not gonna let you just get away with $7.4 million out of his account. He's dead ass broke. And you think he's gonna let Candace get away with it? Girl, bye. It's not gonna happen. So I want to see how that plays along also. So Benny comes in, he's mad about where you get all this money from. Or you see, I already knew. I tried to save you, and you like, every time you prove me wrong. Mama is right about you. She's sneaky. You're conniving. What did you do? Are you calling people again? And she's like, yeah. She's like, we'll have to ever work again. I'm like, okay, Candace, don't think that you're gonna get away with $7.4 million without something going wrong. So I'm like, I'm just that's why I want to see how everything's gonna play out because we just in the beginning, we just 5 episodes and we still got what 20 episodes to go for this Amanda situation. I'm planning her funeral. We'll find out who did it, why, and then they think because Candace is tied as the daughter of the maid, which is Hannah. So they probably, I think, when they say Candace, Hannah don't. I don't think Hannah knows that Candace has been sleeping with Judge Jim Pryor. I don't think she knows that. So everything is going to get ready to come out. I think probably next week's episode because you're gonna bring up Candace, probably the one end up killing Amanda, and then they're gonna tie it back to Hannah, and they're gonna think they had something to do with this because they're poor and they're black. So they're gonna think Hannah has something to do with this, and Hannah doesn't know what the hell going on. She just walks up and finds Amanda dead, and don't even know what her sneaky conniving daughter is doing in the background. So, and hold on, I think she knows that which causes this situation. I don't know. I think either last season or season before last. I think so. But I want to see how this is going to start. I think in the next episode they think Hannah did it. So I'm trying to figure out what's going to happen. I cannot wait to Tuesday. Pow. But stay tuned. But back at the headquarters, Landon is talking to this butch lesbian, and she's up for LGBT rights, so she came there to ask questions. Landon with his sneaky self acting like a good queen, just messy. You can tell everything about him is messy. So he's trying to get back at Veronica, and he wants to out Jeffrey. So he's putting the Bush Queen lesbian journalist up to ask Veronica. He's not saying that he wants Veronica up front her to ask questions, but he wants it at the wife. So he's throwing hints that he wants her to ask Veronica. She already knows that Veronica does not care about the LGBT community at all. She can't stand gay. She don't want her son to be gay, but everybody knows that her son is gay. So he's throwing hints that hey, ask Veronica the question and just keep ask hard questions. I'm gonna put you in front and I want you to ask hard questions. And he set Veronica up with that. So he goes back, have her see. So he goes back to talk to David and Veronica and Catherine. He's gonna get ready to get them all on stage with their Jeffrey and his day. Get them all on stage so he can start the press conference so he can get the question out the way to buy time for Judge Jim Cross to get there to make this announcement. So they get everybody set up and they start asking questions. So we get to David. David answers all his questions professionally, and they ask him about LGBT. So he answers the question. They get to Veronica, and the Butch Queen is trying to tear her apart. And I'm like, Lord have mercy. She's not answering the question as fluently as a good response, trying to save face. But I'm like, okay, if you don't support the LGBT community, then I wouldn't be up there trying to save face for nobody. If I don't support it, I don't support it. Say what you want to say, twist it how you want to twist it. But then she asked the question and she messed up. I was like, Veronica, when doing this, you have to say the correct words, the correct terminology, and you have to watch your language because anything can be twisted to make you look bad. And she does not think about that. She says, you people. I said, Lord have mercy. She just had to say, you people. And then the Bush Queen's like, you people. After she asked her the questions about, so what are your thoughts on LGBT community? Last time you ran, you was opposed to it. You support it. How do you feel about it if your son was gay and couldn't see his mate in the hospital because they wouldn't allow him to do what you do? And she's like, I feel like everybody should have equal rights. I feel like everybody should be equal. She's talking about, they start asking back questions back and forth. And she asked David, tries to answer for her. And she's like, David, I asked your wife. Said you don't want to make it seem like she don't have a brain of her own, don't you? And then Veronica, like, she's like, you know what? I'm done with you people. And the Bush was like, oh, you people, you need to explain that. And Veronica, I was here for this. She said, sir, man, and I was like, Veronica, you tried it. I was like, Veronica, really? She called that lady a man. I fell off the couch, dying, laughing, and live tweeting at the same time. Veronica was throwing shade, and I was here for it. Here for it. I was hella funny. But, and she's like, I am not a man. I am a man. And she's like, whatever you are. And she's like, you people, what I mean by your people, my, we are a state, we are supposed to come together, but you people try to twist and turn everything around, blah, blah, blah. I was like, Veronica, you did that. And she served that Bush queen twist around, I got you in a bunch realness, and she turned around and gave Landon a she gave Landon and looked like, bitch, you tried it. I'm gonna get your ass after this conflict is over, after these questions is over. I got you. You tried it, but I showed you how real queen. Now you tried to be a princess. You bow down to the real queen. I am Queen Veronica. Don't try it ever again. She gave her a look like. I was like, Veronica, you better serve him, face. You better serve it. After the questions were over, they got back. David was pissed the fuck off. Veronica is pissed the fuck off, and Landy is like, you know what, bitch? Veronica's like, you know what? You're fired. You tried it. You are fired. And she's like, I don't work for you. David turns around and is like, Landy, what the hell was that? She's like, you work for me. You're fired. He got mad, and after that, he turns around and sticks his tongue in his mouth, in David's mouth. I mean, in Jeffrey's mouth. I'm like, really? Like, Randy, like, get over it. You're jealous, you're mad because you want him and you can't have him, and you're mad, and he's gonna turn around and to his date. Honey, he's gay. I'm like, Landon, bye. You tried it. You tried it with the queen. You tried it with Jeffrey, and you still failed. So get on. After that, the lady with the million views who has booked a live interview with Jim. Jim Cryer is still not there. He's still on the bus on the way to the campaign headquarters. Remind you, he's all the way on the southwest side of Atlanta in the hood. So it's going to take him a while to get to where he needs to be. But they trying to call home and like, where the hell is Jeffrey? Maggie's like, where the hell is Jeffrey? She's finna get ready to going on live. And she just came to Maggie and said that if they get ready to go on live and he's still not there. She said, if he does not get there, I'm going to go on live and I'm going to tell him that he's a no-show. And she's going to slander his name. So Meg is running around. She's trying to get Catherine to see where her husband is. Husband said, I don't. Catherine's like, you know what? I don't know where he is. He's not home. His phone is not at home. They're trying to call home and try to see if he's there. See if he went home to pick up his phone and try to on his way. That didn't work. So the lady's getting ready to go live. And during while she's getting ready to go live, Maggie is losing it. So we get Catherine gets a phone call and it's Wyatt after they found out that Amanda is dead. They call it and I mean Wyatt is panicking. It's like, oh my God, Mom, we need help. And she's like, Wyatt, I told you to stop drinking. I told you to stop drinking. Why are you calling me? What is going on? Mama, we need help. We need help. I'm like, okay, Wyatt, stop saying you need help and tell your mother what the hell is going on. He's like, Mom, we need help. And she's going up. She hangs up the phone. She's like, why just call me? Like, what's going on? During that time, everybody around the centipede and everybody who's working in the cafe headquarters is getting calls. The phone's ringing off the hook. Maggie's like, oh my God, this cannot be good. So not Jeffrey, but David gets a phone call and his wife and it's I think it's I forgot who called David, but David's like, it's Wyatt, what's going on? We need help, we need help, we need help. So Hannah calls Hannah calls and tells Hannah calls Catherine and tells her what's going on and happening, but before Hannah can get it out, the lady assistant came in and told the live reporter what was going on, and she announced after Catherine got the news, she's stunned. She's like, she dropped, and they's like, oh my God, Catherine, what is going on? What's going on? What's going on? And they looked at the TV and the reporter, we found out why Jim Crow could not make it through the campaign conference because his daughter Amanda has been pronounced dead of suicide attempt. And that was the episode. This is The Haves and the Have-Not, Season 3, Episode 5, The Press Conference. Stay tuned for next week's episode because the plot is getting ready to unstick and we finna get ready to get this hygiene water. Everything's gonna come out, everything's gonna start coming together, and we're gonna ready to go along with this plot. Stay tuned. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Junkway Hunt of Push Boys TV.